Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 37. I think it's 37. I'll put a note up if it's not. Of the great cleanup. We have 12 days to go. It's Tuesday. I will put this one up tonight, so it might be a bit of a shorter video, just an update to keep you in the loop. Apologies if my channel's kind of all the same and people are getting sick of it. I just don't have a choice at the moment. The last video, not that I'm worried about subscribers, but I had 6 unsubscribe and no new ones. Maybe that's telling me they're bored of it. I don't know. If you joined my channel for anything recycling or old bottles or worm tests, I will get back to them all. Just a slight pause on normal programming because I have to do a big cleanup. So what we're up to today, I'll do another bit of a walk around the yard. I know it's kind of the same. You'll notice a lovely echo in the building here. There's someone looking at me from out the front of the shop. The house is becoming more and more empty. The shop stock is thinning out enormously. With only 12 days to go, that has to happen. I've got a few scary places to get into, like the shed that all of you have been saying, you know, you better get onto that. And we've got a lot of scrap metal being sorted out the back. I'm making some tough decisions on some things. So come and I'll show you what I'm doing this morning. We're actually having some beautiful, lovely days, frosty mornings, but nice sunny days, so I can get some stuff done out there. Let's go for a walk. Now, like I have explained, these videos are just going to be a bit similar, walkthroughs, progress reports, showing various spots. Coco's still with me, playing, carrying a ball, I think now. Big cleanups going here. I won't scan around too much because it's just the same old, same old. Obviously, there's less stuff. But let's show you what I'm up to this morning. And yes, the container still hasn't gone. I'll have to message the guy this morning. Hopefully it's not far off. I did burn a bit of stuff last night. I had the fire going with some old plywood and even some old paperwork that we had to get rid of. I'm just sorting out some of this scrap. Now, a few of you mentioned just to call the scrappy and get rid of all this pile. I'm really having a lot of trouble letting value go. So I'm quickly going through those saucepans. And when I say quickly, I'm just picking them up. A thump with the hammer if there's a handle on it or some steel that breaks off easily, packing them in containers because, you know, I can still easily take aluminium to the scrapyard even after D-Day and it's going to pay. There are some things like this. And now these electric fry pans that have a moulded element, you can't get that out easily. I'm just going to throw that whole thing into a bin for dirty aluminium. Likewise, there's some older fry pans here that have the handle and it's steel. So I'm not going to try and get those rivets off. There's not a lot of weight in the aluminium there, so that can just go for dirty as well. Also, some saucepans are quite thick, the vintage saucepans, but the bracket that holds the handle is steel. Again, I'm not going to take time to take rivets out. It's too time consuming. Some handles are a cast aluminium, which is fine, but it depends. Yeah, that one probably is just molded, so one hit with a hammer and that old Bakelite handle will break off and then we'll have pretty clean aluminium. So that's the one that I will do. You do have to be careful of some fry pans. These ones are vintage ones, so we should be fine. But check them with a magnet on the base because some have a steel base impregnated into the alloy and they'll be magnetic on the base but not the side. This one's fine, no issues there. What else have we got? Yeah, just I think the gearbox there can go as dirty aluminium as well. There was a time in my life where I would have actually pulled that apart, but time is certainly not something I can spend at the moment on that. Let's have a look at this fry pan. No, that's not magnetic. That's the type, though, that sometimes they're magnetic on the base. So that's fine. Knock the handle off. There's a bit of good weight in those fry pans. They're fairly thick. I do have to check with the scrapyard on these lawnmowers just to make sure they take the alloy-based ones as dirty aluminium. The radiators I'm going to take home. Hang on, I'll get my shadow out of the road. Because they are well worth stripping. And I'm not going to just give these to the local scrap guy. Copper, aluminium. This one still has the steel plate. So I have to get that plate off. I think they're about $5 something a kilo at the moment. And they weigh quite well. There's another one there. So I will be taking them home to process. There's a complete air conditioner here with one of those radiators in it, but because it's probably still got the gas in, I think I can take complete air compressors to the scrapyard too. And that leads me to my next, or my current plan. What I'm planning on doing is stacking all the dirty aluminium over near this fence because I don't really want to give it away. And then on the last day or 2 days before D-Day, I can load all this up in the van, and it can sit in the van until I've got time to go to Melbourne. So that way it will be cleaned up in basically an hour, or you know, however long it takes to load the van. So I'm going to stack it all near the fence here. I won't be transporting that home. It's too messy. It takes up too much space. It's not enough value to handle twice. But if I stack it here, and then on the day or the day before D-Day, I can load that up, then the whole spot's clean, and then, assuming I don't need the van for anything urgently, I can go to Melbourne at my leisure. There's also some clean aluminium here, which I'll have to move somewhere, or maybe, depends how much room I've got in the van, I might do half dirty and half clean. Lots of tubs of extruded and that as well. So that's all organised. There's also the old lawnmowers over there behind Coco that I hopefully can go as dirty aluminium as well. The pile of steel's building up. I'll ring the guy again today, and hopefully he can bring his trailer and get another load. Also, there's some old roofing that I was going to give this guy as well. So look, we're getting there. I'll show you inside before we finish this video as well. But at the moment, it's such a beautiful day, I'm going to finish my coffee and get some more work done out here. So it's been an excellent productive day today. It's been nice to have a full day in the yard and not have to rush off for a doctor's appointment or something. So I've got all this side cleaned up, big pile of weeds there to go in the green waste bin, or I should be able to borrow the neighbours. I've got a big pile of lawnmower catchers that I've found amongst stuff in the yard. I've taken a photo of those and I've put them on Facebook groups offering them for free. They're actually still, most of them are quite good and usable, but I offered them also as, I believe they make excellent chicken laying boxes. Hopefully someone can take them because they're a pain to get rid of otherwise. All that part of the yard there is all clean and neat, cleaned up under the trees. This I've also advertised on Facebook. It was actually a worm separator that I made for shoveling the compost in and leaving one end damp and the other let dry out, and it separates the worms. Worked really well, so I've offered that for free. If no one wants it, it's just really a sheet of tin on a pallet with a couple of sides, so we'll give someone a chance to claim it. I'd rather it be used than just burnt or gone for scrap metal. So things have cleaned out nicely here. I have to move that shopping trolley shortly, and I've been burning some more rubbish in the fire here, but I have made some inroads into this pile in the middle, and I've sorted quite a lot of aluminium, and that old ride-on mower is probably going to go to the local scrap guy. Pretty hard to sell old ride-ons. It doesn't have an engine anymore, and it's got flat tyres and everything, and I just don't have time to deal with that. So some good space out there, and the lineup of steel is increasing, so I should give that guy a call in the morning and see if he can come and pick that up. I did talk to the scrapyard today about these lawnmowers, and he said as long as they're the cast aluminium decks, they will take them all as dirty aluminium, or irony aluminium as it's probably known. The container, I believe, is either going later tonight or tomorrow, so that's excellent. Alright, let's have a quick look inside before we finish up. We'll be back here again tonight to do some more, but have a look at this room. Pretty well totally finished. All the stuff's tidied up. We do have to organise to have the internet connected next door because we've just used it from Christine's shop with an extender from here, so we have to change the address of that. And I will be taking the gas heater, but I haven't actually undone the gas fittings. I thought I'd just leave it there until I'm ready to go, and I'll be taking my little gas bottle as well, so that then there's no danger of any gas leaks. A spot for Coco to snooze when she needs a snooze, which doesn't happen very often. Then when it does happen, it happens to the extreme. She's either flat out or stopped, that dog. This room was the scary one at one stage, and I'm really getting through here. So packing up stuff in boxes, sorting out some things. I've already moved one shelf from in here. That cupboard's now empty. So one of the scary rooms now is just about under control. It still looks pretty messy, but a lot of the boxes are packed and just need moving. And the shop's just pretty much organised. Not much has changed in the shop. Christine helped me the other day in the hallway here. And even though it's still pretty narrow here, we have packed up a lot of stuff and moved some shelves from here. And there's just a lot of boxes and tubs to be moved next door. Okay, we'll finish this one up now. I've got probably about 20 minutes of light left, so I better do a little bit more in the yard. We'll be back here again tonight to work inside. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.